Here are the tests on my round 2016 ProFlo Gilpin. It is using a 1-gallon flush mate, just as it was intended to use. So the tests should be accurate to how it was meant to be. So I'll show you guys a flush and then let's see how it does on tests. It has a pretty basic pressure assist flush. There really is nothing to it, and that also includes bowl rinse. There's basically no bowl rinse to it as well. So I'm guessing this toilet will do all right on the performance, but the bowl rinse is just going to be a complete joke. So for the first test, let's see if it can take a washcloth. It should pass perfectly. Did perfect as expected. So now let's see if it can take a grocery bag. Considering it really doesn't have much of a flush, I'm guessing that it's going to get stopped in the opening, but I would not be surprised at all if it passes. It did great. Honestly, I'm not surprised by the performance of this toilet. That trapway does look pretty good, and it's fully glazed too. So now, let's see if it can take the washcloth and the grocery bag together. I think it'll stop at the opening. It might unclog itself if I give it a few extra flushes, but I don't think the trapway is quite big enough, so I imagine I'll have to pull it out. So that was the first flush. I'm not really surprised. I'm gonna wait for it to fill up and then I will try a second flush. I think it's gonna go through. It might take a few flushes. I mean, if you think about it, 3 flushes is 3 gallons. But if you had, let's say, an American Standard Plebe, you could get it all done in 1 flush. So now let's give it a third flush. Fourth flush. It doesn't look like it's going to move past there, so I'm going to pull it out. Or push it through. No, it's jammed. So now, let's see if it can take a dish towel. I'm guessing this will fail as well. That's just sad. The flush is so weak that it couldn't even move the dish towel to the middle. I can't really blame it for failing since most toilets don't take it, but it could have at least condensed it. So that really is kind of shameful. But anyway, let's give this another flush and see if it can take it. It's just going to keep doing that no matter how many times I flush it. So I'm going to hold it sort of like this, and I'm going to give it a head start, and I'm going to see if it can take it when laid out like this. So the tank's just about full. Let's give it a shot. That's why it's important to have something more than minimal bowl rinse, so that it can actually pick up the object and carry it into the trapway rather than just having it sit there. This toilet would not survive a day in a commercial setting. Well, it probably would, but it might end up getting pretty nasty. So anyway, the performance on this toilet is not bad. For a 1 gallon, it's honestly pretty good. Took the washcloth and the grocery bag. Needed help with the rest. Actually, it didn't even take it at all. I had to pull out the washcloth and grocery bag and dish towel, but I'd say not half bad for what it is. So now let's see how it does on a bowl rinse test and bowl clearance test too. I know this thing has a pretty weak flush, so I'm just going to move some of the dirt off the side so we can see the rinse, how good that actually is, rather than just having it clump up there. So I'm guessing it's going to do terribly. That's about what I expected. Basically a pressure assist Glacier Bay. So it left everything on this front part. It left a big streak on the back. Then the sides, not really much to see there. I don't know why my camera is getting all stoppy, but the rinse is just kind of junky, which is not really surprising at all. The bowl clearance isn't great either, probably because it took so long to get it off the side. But again, it's a 1 gallon toilet, which is not enough water to flush a toilet, so I'm not surprised at all. Let's give it another flush and see what it can do. Well, I see what it can't do, and that is take this. So I am going to wash that off myself. Overall, this toilet is not very good. 1 gallon is not enough to flush a toilet. It performed all right, but the flush is just garbage. So, as you know, this toilet is going to BTR Plumbing. I am doing one more test after these tests. I'm going to try it on a high tank and see how that does. But after that, it's on to him. So stay tuned on his channel. Stay tuned on mine for the high tank test. And I will see you guys next time. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.